Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Quan Collins. It is 2017, April 17th. Right beside me, I have my man LDG coming out with a new album.
Yes, sir.
What's that called?
Dedicated to my enemies.
Dedicated to My Enemies. And what's that new track coming out?
Made an enemy.
Man, ooh, we got a lot of enemies out here.
Hey, you already know how that is.
Okay,
you know
okay.
How that go.
So overall, who's the biggest enemy?
Overall, the biggest enemy is always yourself.
Yourself.
Always yourself.
So you saying this album is personal?
It's very personal. It's very interpersonal. It's extra personal too.
How are you? How are you dealing with the enemy that's yourself?
Essentially, every night that I go to sleep, when I wake up, upon wakening, and before I close my eyes, I have these internal thoughts. The things that I've done throughout my day, the things that I've done throughout my life.
Good or bad choices?
Both.
Both?
Both.
Both. You telling me so good and bad choices has made your own self enemy?
Yes, sir.
All right. In this video, you have more than one person. Is this personality, state of mind, perspective?
Yup. 3 different aspects of who I am. 3 representations symbolic of how you're different throughout a day, how you're different throughout a week or a month, or whatever the time period is. That's all it is.
So it's all about you, like,
yeah.
As far as the internal.
Yeah.
What advice do you have for the young people who feel like their future is dead?
For the young people who feel like their future is dead, I will tell them that it has to start at the base of who they are as a person. In order to build a future, you have to have a foundation. Like the tallest tree has to have exceptional roots, deeply engraved into the ground.
Right.
And that's what we have to do as people in order to secure a bright future. For instance, we all have been given gifts. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You know, some people can be mathematicians, lawyers, doctors, poets, arts and crafts majors, whatever it is. You stay in that realm of whatever your gift is. Don't fake it. Don't be a fraudulent person. Don't be a bird trying to swim or a fish trying to fly unless you were made to do that.
Play your niche, huh?
Yeah, play your role. Know your role.
Yeah. Okay.
We heard the rock, nigga.
All right. Does the actions make you a bad person?
Actions definitely can make you a bad person or a good person. But guess what else? Inaction can make you a bad person as well.
Explain that.
For instance, if you know a friend of yours is on drugs, in a bad situation at home, or something to the like, if you choose not to do anything about your drug addict friend, that can make you just as bad as the person throwing a syringe in his arm.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Because you knew something that wasn't supposed to be taking place, but you allowed it to happen. Maybe he wasn't strong enough. Maybe his enemy overcame him, and he wasn't strong enough to pull himself out. So what were you there for? The inaction can be just as good or just as bad as the action.
Man, that sounds like... How do you expect to kill this enemy?
You have to, first off, you have to look yourself in the mirror. And then I don't even think it's a process of killing the enemy, more or less subduing the enemy, living with the enemy, being one with the enemy, to understand that life is night and day,
right?
But you cope with it. You know what I'm saying? You go through both realms. You feel me?
Who inspired you to make this record?
I inspired myself to make this record.
All right. And as far as you aspiring to make this record,
His taste dead.
killed me.
Yeah, it's good.